Welcome back to another Outlast 100% tutorial. This time we're doing the mail ward, and it starts off with a nice little trick where you jump onto this handrail here. Something worth noting is once you get to the top of this staircase you cannot jump, but if you're just about here before it, you can. So with that in mind, I'm going to start at the bottom left of the staircase and I'm going to look to the upper right, about there. I'm going to run forward and jump and land on the handrail. That can take some practice getting the feel for it. Anyways, after that you move forward a bit, then side hop to the left. The only reason you move forward is so you can regain the ability to jump. Otherwise you won't be able to. Once you're here, just run straight through this hallway, throw your camera on, and record this writing on the wall. Once that's done, make your way over here. We're going to jump and start pushing this thing. It's only 2 pushes, or like 1.5. Now there is a document ahead on the right here behind this curtain. Let's grab that. Coming up is a little trick for the fence. I think, I'm not sure, but it might be exclusive to 100% in this run. In this game, rather. So I'm going to walk backwards. It doesn't really matter if you're walking backwards or forwards. But you want to grab this ledge and pull yourself up. And after that, you want to alternate between mashing S and space. And that lets you walk over the gap. And once you walk over the gap, you are now technically out of bounds. Ta-da! From here you're going to crouch and hold forward, land on this pipe. Then you're going to go this way and land on this pipe. And walk along this wall. And you'll notice once you get to this last pipe, you get boosted up a bit. Once that happens, you move to the right and then forward again. Now there's 3 pipe heads here. I stand in the middle one. And you can use these loaded objects that are out of bounds as reference. And I put them right about there on my screen, so in the bottom right corner. From here, you release crouch, and then crouch again quickly, and this will load the level that's on top of you, as so. And during that, you use the level that you can see as a visual reference to zoom in at a specific spot, and that will allow you to record the bowl of fingers that's in the kitchen. So let's see if we can do that right now. About right there should be good. We got it? So now, zoom back out, and I look towards this desk here. And I'm going to release crouch, spam jump forward, and then spam jump to the left. You might want to watch the inputs for this part to get a feel of the timing. Anyways, here we go. It puts us at this table next to this guy. And if you land in the right spot, he'll load instantly. Otherwise, you have to kind of move away from him and then move back and touch him, and that'll wake him up.
Turned us into these things because nobody cares about it.
He's important, so we're going to record him for a bit.
So let it burn.
I really like this scene.
Burn the whole goddamn thing down.
Powerful stuff. Anyways, get the recording. Jump over this thing. Go down this hallway, in this spooky dark room, grab another document. Next is a cool little out-of-bounds sequence. If you're familiar with all chapters, then you'll recognize the area pretty quick. So you get into this crawl space and then immediately leave it and hold left. This gives you a super small hitbox, as you can see I'm clipping really hard into this shelf right now. You're going to do a little wall ride or whatever to get here. Now what I'm going to do, that I'm in this position, is look to the left and then jump backwards. It's worth noting that when you're getting into this position, you want to look straight forward. You don't want to look out to the right, you don't want to look too far to the left. So camera direction is really important when you're on the edge of boundaries, you'll notice. And so that's something you may want to practice. Actually, one thing I want to do is if you're not feeling super brave at this point, because the last checkpoint we have is at the very beginning of Mail Ward when we're down in the sewers. So there's a safety save you can hit by running right over here. Da-da-da-da. Now we come back and jump through. Hopefully I won't have to use that soon. So you go through, hold left, do this little wall ride, and you get in here. What I'm going to do now is look to the left, so I'm looking at the wall across from me, and then jump backwards. And then pause the game. The level loads in, and then you should fall down onto here. That's very interesting that that just happened, because normally you have to do it in 2 loads. Like, you'll do the first one, you'll land out of bounds, and then the screen will go black for a second, and you'll start to fall, and that's when you want to do the second load, and then this area will load in. So anyways, make sure you stay crouched here. And what you can do is crouch sprinting. Is normally if you just hold and release crouch like this, kind of move like that, but if you hold sprint while doing it, you'll actually get small bursts of speed going forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and we're going to go towards this wheelchair in the corner here. And then you're going to get to this corner, and we're going to jump straight forward while spamming jump. Make sure you're holding sprint as well. And release that crouch. You should jump up into this hall. And that allows us to skip this debris, wreckage here, whatever. Next we're going to do another wall ride. What I do is I hold left to bring the door a little bit closer to me, and then that allows me to get the hitbox easier. Go over here, and just before this table, you get to the wall, and now you're going to quickly look out to the right, and you'll deload the level, and then fall down into the next one. And surprise, we are now at the dumbwaiter.
You're not one of them, are you? Quick, get in the dumbwaiter.
And I'm going to take mercy on all of you watching this, and we're going to skip this cutscene, so I'll see you in a hot minute. So here we are, right back after the torture cutscene. Fun fact, if you hit that safety save before the out of bounds bit, you might have noticed a couple interesting things during that cutscene. I won't spoil it for you, but you might want to check it out, it's pretty funny stuff. Anyway, so now we have to record Traeger giving his patient here very special attention. So you can do whatever you want, jump around, have fun. But the important thing is you want to be in this corner by the time these doors open. Another thing is you don't want to run at all here, you just want to walk while you're recording this bit. Otherwise you might grab his, Traeger's attention and you'll have to run around the room for a bit to get him to reset and go back to doing this event.
I see what's happening. You're bored. You want a little attention. Perfectly understandable. I'm here for you. I'll give you very special attention.
After you get this, we're going to leave and close the door behind us. And now this part's pretty hectic because you have very few chances to do this door boost. You have about 3 before he runs up and starts slashing at you, and at that point it's really hard to recover. So you get the door boost and you move forward, it'll push you up to the left, and you're going to walk along here until your cursor is just about in the middle of this shape here, and after that you'll do a hop forward and it puts you on top of it. If you hop from too far back you'll fall down into the level. If you fall down into the level you're going to have a very bad time. If you're unsure about the collision that's on the ceiling here, just make sure to jump when you're going across hallways. You can check it with Physics Debug if you're on PC. Anyways, the objective is to make it over here towards the bathroom. There's no collision here, so you'll just fall right in, jump, and check this stall on the right. Next up is a pretty interesting trick. It's sort of a 2-parter. You're going to vault to get your reduced hitbox here. I don't need that. And you're going to keep the hitbox along this side here. Move like so. Taking this nice and slow. Once you get here, you're going to get into the corner. You're going to tap right for just a moment, all while holding forward, and this will allow you to clip out of this wall. So you're going to jump, hold forward, and then after a moment look up, and that should deload everything. Wait a moment and pause. Now you can, depending on how late you pause, you'll either have to do a little bit of buffering or a lot of bit of buffering. So let's start. This is actually really good, because if you saw that object, actually I'm not sure, this might kill me. Anyways, that object in the right there you saw, if you want to rewind the video or whatever, is the visual cue you're looking for when you're buffering. Once you see that, you want to just let the level load in. As you see, I landed on top of this ceiling, Now I press S to move backwards a little bit, and then the level deloads and I pause again, and I will land on top of this debris here in this hallway. Pretty cool, huh? The reason is, if you don't land on the ceiling of this, you'll fall straight down to the debris and die from the fall damage. You may want to rewatch that a few times, it's definitely pretty tricky, and I got really lucky with my pause timing there. Anyways, we're going to continue into the locker room here, and grab a document. Now we make it all the way over to this door here. So, what you're going to do is get in this corner, and you're going to hold left lean. You'll notice he actually, like, breaks his arm and puts it through the wall. The absolute madman. So you lean left, and then you let go of lean, hold sprint forward, and spam jump. And normally you'll hear when he does the jump sound effect, the huh, or whatever. And at that point you want to pause the game. Otherwise, sometimes he just doesn't make the sound, and you'll have to do it by memory. So let's give it a shot. So it's about there. And you pause the game, let everything load in, and jump through. Next recording is you want to record the top of the elevator where Traeger's body is. About there, you see how quickly I got that. You'll notice specific things record faster if you stand in certain spots. Anyways, you come around to this side office and grab the document. And that concludes the mail ward. To end it, you just jump through here. And unless you have extremely good load times, you'll just want to let the game reload by itself. You don't want to quit out here. And that will put us at the beginning of the courtyard map, which, as you guessed, is the next chapter. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.